Our second witness is Governor Janet Napolitano of Arizona. Governor Napolitano was inaugurated in 2003 and re-elected in 2006 and was the first woman in history to serve as the chair of the National Governors Association. Prior to her election as governor of Arizona, she served one term as Arizona Attorney General and 4 years as U.S. Attorney for the District of Arizona. She has been one of America's top 5 governors by Time magazine and one of America's top women leaders by Newsweek. We welcome you, Governor Napolitano. When you're ready, please begin.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman and members of the committee. It's a pleasure to appear before you. I especially appreciate appearing with my friend, Representative Shadegg. It's nice to see you in a venue other than a courtroom, and look forward to the hearing today. Arizona.
Should she clarify that?
We were litigants in federal court, several times actually. Arizona and other western states now suffer from prolonged drought and will continue to be particularly hard hit as the decade moves along. With respect to the issue before the committee, Arizona is the fastest growing state in our country. Between 1990 and 2005, Arizona's net greenhouse gas emissions increased nearly 56%. We are forecasted to increase by 148% from 1990 levels by the year 2020. By way of comparison, national emissions are forecasted to rise by about 42% over the same period. So Arizona needs to take aggressive action to reduce greenhouse gases. It is a matter of climate change, but it's also a matter of energy independence, and air quality, which is also a large issue for our state. In 2005, I established the Arizona Climate Change Advisory Group via executive order. This group developed 49 policy recommendations, which cumulatively could eliminate hundreds of millions of tons of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases by the year 2020. We estimate that by implementing the recommendations, the net economic benefit to Arizona will be more than $5.5 billion. This, of course, involves new energy infrastructure, and the like. I have accepted the recommendations of this group, and we have agreed via these recommendations to reduce Arizona emissions to 2000 levels by 2020 and to 50% below 2000 levels by the year 2040. I have further directed that we achieve as much of this goal as possible by the year 2012, which is the year that Arizona turns 100. In January 2007, I began moving the state fleet to low-emission vehicles such as hybrids, E85 flex fuel vehicles, alternative fuel vehicles, and high-mileage automobiles. Once EPA grants the necessary waiver, we will implement the State Clean Car Program to reduce greenhouse gases from new light-duty vehicles starting in model year 2011. In February of 2006, New Mexico Governor Bill Richardson and I created the Southwest Climate Change Initiative, and in February 2007, we joined with the governors of Washington, Oregon, California, and New Mexico to establish the Western Climate Initiative. As was mentioned, a number of other states have joined that initiative, as well as 2 provinces from Canada and the state of Sonora in Mexico. This initiative has a twofold purpose: one, to reduce greenhouse gas emissions in the western region by 15% below 2005 levels by 2020, and second, to develop a western regional cap-and-trade program for greenhouse gases. Each state in the initiative has also committed to implement the California greenhouse gas tailpipe emission standards, and we urge Congress to demand that the Environmental Protection Agency approve California's longstanding request for a Clean Air Act waiver. We also, as a group of western states, have laid out 4 basic principles for legislation. First, to set strong national goals. Second, to have a comprehensive market-based approach to climate policy. Third, to act quickly. And fourth, Congress must support state programs and not preempt the leadership given by the states. Indeed, as was recognized by the ranking member, the states are the laboratory of democracy, and a number of initiatives are underway that the federal government could take notice of. We must leverage action now to ensure that we can maximize the United States' competitive edge as we transition into a 21st century economy. And while we face great challenges in reducing greenhouse gases, dealing with the effects of climate change. I am optimistic, as always, that the United States will be innovative and that we will meet these goals. I could have one final suggestion for the committee to lead by example, and that is to have hearings for those of us who must travel a great distance by teleconference so that our carbon footprint for attending these hearings does not have to be offset. And I look forward to Congress's action. I look forward to answering the questions of the committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor. And next year, we're going to try to do that. Okay, I think it's an excellent suggestion.